Hello and welcome to some more dominion.games ladder playing on August 22nd, 2026. Alright, here we go. We've got goat and mask trashing. Probably a good idea to play with a mask and maybe a tiara. For the opening, opponent has a 5-2. Werewolf, interesting. Workers' village now, I guess. Get a tent. Guess we take another workers' village. I would like to hit 5 here, but no such luck. Are you sure you don't want to farmhands a silver? There you go. Alright, at this point, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take a villain rather than trashing. We're getting pretty thin. Figures. Alright, we definitely want to farmhands the villain. Which means we need to do that. Might as well top deck that, I guess. Okay, I don't know how big of a deal that is. The garrisons? I guess I'll take one. I don't want to top deck it though. It would have been nice to see him in Masquerade. I could have gotten them both. I think Hillfort does look pretty good. Do we want to spend coffers on a pixie? No. Alright, what do we want with this? We could get another tiara, we could get a gondola. Could get a farmhands and just set something aside. Um, get a gondola, I guess. Leave the masquerade on top, I suppose, and just put the gondola into hand. You can go double hill fort here. That seems pretty good. We are going to need to add some more draw, but I'd like to gain another gondola. And another tiara. Do have a copper down here that we can... No, we don't. Alright, whatever. We'll pass the goat. I thought I still had a copper. I guess... No, I trashed it. Okay. Let's get a pixie, actually. Uh... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay, I'll trash that. And save us some coffers. Definitely screwed up by underdrawing by 1 here, but put werewolf on top and workers village on top. Or, well, we're gonna have the garrison draw. Get a farmhands and farmhands the tiara and hope for the best. I'd also take a copper. We've got the masquerade. They finally got a villain. Masquerade now, okay. Well, that's annoying. I guess if they pass me a Masquerade, I'm gonna keep it. I mean, not Masquerade, a Copper. I'm gonna keep it rather than trash it. Or, well, I could just trash a Copper and then top deck a Copper, I guess. What are we going to gain with the Hill Forts? Another Gondol, another Tiara. Maybe a Farmhands. We Farmhands the Werewolf. Farmhands the Farmhands. I mean, I wouldn't mind attacking with the Werewolf. Maybe we Farmhands the Farmhands and just top deck one or something. Hmm. I'm gonna trash the goat. All right. Gondola, play villain. Some action. Take Tiara. Action. Take Farmhands. That. Top deck. Top deck Werewolf. Copper. Another Werewolf? We need that much draw? Maybe. And Pixie? Salmon, that's not really anything. Alright, now that we have several werewolves in the deck, it might be time to green. Do we want to play with Stronghold? Duration draw is not bad. The payload mode is alright. Play at least one of those for draw. Go ahead and... Did they top deck a Copper? They did not. Let's play villain. I don't think I need that. Forgot about the garrison. Oops. Let's get one more Tiara, I guess. Full fort for farmhands. Setting that aside. Oh, I should. Whatever. Okay. So we want to, I think, take a province. Gonna top deck a copper again. Gonna top deck a werewolf. Maybe take a stronghold. And hold the rest of the coffers. Sure. They haven't actually attacked me with that villain yet, have they? Now I've got a province to discard. Maybe I was supposed to top deck it, like, where's my auto? Oh, it's on Tiara. Never mind, there's no top deck. Don't top deck bad cards. I thought there was. You would think I would know that. Something I was wondering about doing, but I don't think we're close enough to the end of the game for it to make sense, was to just like buy a whole bunch of coppers when we have the garrison in play. Okay. We might as well fill Fort Gondola to play villain again. Put that in hand. Since we got the province down there. Did we get them this time? They do still have a lot of copper. But we did get them. Let's go. Nope. Alright, are we just going to mass attack with the werewolves? I guess we'll probably want to spend at least... We gain like one farmhands. 26. I don't think we're going to have a win. We have a lot of buys, but I don't think we're going to have a win off of that. Because there's just like no single low pile. We already farm hands a werewolf, and we have duration draw from Stronghold. So I think we take a couple more of these. That doesn't lower piles too much. A province, and we store up the rest of. We just store up coffers. That could hurt them. I mean, well, they've got a lot of draw off garrison. Oh, I forgot to gain a copper. Oops. Ah, shit. There was no reason not to do that either. Damn it! Ah! Stronghold, I guess. It's not a card we want to see until the end of the turn anyway. Yeah, I fucked up. Do they have any more draw? To draw that back up? I don't think they have another werewolf. Do they? It's a lot of cards to top deck if they don't. Yeah, they totally don't. That seems bold. Okay, well, if they take two provinces here, another province here, we surely can win. If they don't, maybe we can still win. I mean, we've got the strongholds that we can play for money instead of draw. We don't have... We do have 6 cards of duration, even though we don't have the garrison in play. I definitely think we're going for it here. As well. Well... Yeah, no, I guess we do play the garrison. We don't have any provinces down there, but I guess we might as well... Okay. That was useful. We gain a gondola to hand... Oh, no, what we do... We do Hillfort... No, we just play the... Just play the werewolf? We want to trigger the shuffle before we do Hillfort Gondola because we want to be able to put the gondola into hand. I guess we could do Gondola playing Hill Fort, gaining Gondola, playing Hill Fort. We still have the problem that then we're going to resolve some other action before we... That last card is also a Hill Fort, by the way. Yeah, I'm just going to play the Werewolf. That... first one... +1 card, +1 action. I guess... And the second one we put in hand. And the third one we do +1 card, +1 action. Coins. Alright. Surely... Yeah, that's definitely enough. I don't know why I kept buying cards there. Yeah. I don't think the early tent was good. I think playing with Hillfort and Garrison are both good, but I don't think you want to be the one to do the tent thing. My opponent just also did not get thin. Which, like, to some extent was okay. They did have a lot of draw, but it definitely made them unreliable, and in the mid-game there were turns where they weren't drawing their deck. Anyway, I'm actually going to check real quick here where... I did make it into the top 10. I was wondering. I had been hovering right outside the top 10 recently, and, like, because I'm only playing one game a day, it's like I'll get to wherever, and then by the next day I'll already bump back down because other people play. But yeah, this is by far the highest ranked I've ever been. Well, actually, am I sure about that? There was one other time I spiked high because I had a really high fee. I think, like, this isn't my highest Mew, but, like, when I had that higher Mew, I had like a maybe not double the fee, but, like, significantly higher. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, most of the people up here have fee of, like, 0.2 or something. It's like 0.22, 0.16, 0.19, 0.2, 0.1. Oh my god. 0.14, 0.18, 0.24. Yeah, so, like, you have to play way more than one game a day to get your fee down there. Like, I've been sitting... I think I was tracking this. I was at, like... When I started doing this, I was, like, off the leaderboard over 0.5, whatever. But I got down to around, like, 0.34 or 0.33, something in that range, like, pretty quickly. And then it seemed like I plateaued, and I was like, oh, that's higher than I would have thought for, what your fee gets to when you play once a day. Like, well, it turns out that no, it's just, like, goes down really slowly at a certain point. So I think it's possible for me to actually get under 0.3 playing one game a day, but it will just take a long time. I'm not sure how long, but, like, months maybe. I think I looked at this in the like, the theoretical floor is somewhere around, for this is somewhere in, like, 0.28 or something like that. Anyway, that's all whatever. I definitely don't think this is, like, representative of anything, really. Like, I do not think I'm the 9th best ladder player or anything like that. Honestly, mostly I've not been running into the top players and have been playing, like, lower rated players, which in theory doesn't matter because, like, you get less, for winning those games. But I think it has made my win rate look better than it, like, should, in quotes, at the very least. And if it, if over a it's still a relatively small sample if I'm playing 1 game a day, and so over a relatively small sample of playing not lower rated in absolute terms, but lower rated players than I am, that it's very possible to go on a streak where you're not losing. Whereas if I was playing like yesterday, I played Rubesti. If I was playing Rubesti every day, I would certainly lose some of those games. So, and because my fee is still relatively high for the people in this range, that might drop me down, a significant amount. Nonetheless, I am technically in the top 10 right at this moment, so that's exciting. It's not really, I've said this before, it's not really the goal. I don't have I want to get to this rating or I want to get to this rank or anything like that. I just, I'm enjoying playing. That's really all there is to it. And so if I lose a bunch of games and go down, whatever. But yeah, no, it's still cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.